Hello everyone, Will the Outlaw here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Age of the Primes, Armada Universe, Red Alert. Transformers Armada is definitely a series that exists. Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this particular series. Honestly, I'm not even a fan of any of the designs. I mean, I have so little interest in Armada that I skipped out on what was considered one of the best figures of last year, Optimus Prime. While I admittedly regret not picking that figure up, I decided to take a chance on this guy. So, like I said before, I have zero emotional and nostalgic connection to Armada, so this will be my first official intro to my Armada in-hand experience. I really quickly want to point out this particular box art here. I'm not a fan of the Armada anime look, but this art really makes Red Alert look like a comic book badass here. Nicely done. Taking a look at the figure itself, and this figure already looks way better than its original version. The modern design lens really does this guy great with the upgraded proportions, doing a lot to update it, allowing it to fit really well with its wave mates. While the robot mode doesn't have much in terms of paint apps, that will be more apparent in vehicle mode, the colors nonetheless are nothing short of eye-catching, with the blue of the limbs going perfectly with the white of the chest and other car parts throughout. Sure, he looks like he's wearing spandex, but it only adds to his superhero-like proportions and aesthetic. I absolutely love this head sculpt. The blue carries over here and is accented with white paint on his mouth and a brilliant ruby red eye visor that looks really good if you can catch the light just right. I guess the reason I love this sculpt so much is because it looks exactly like RoboCop, and that speaks directly to my primordial 80s kid brain. This figure has a great silhouette, and the posability really adds to it. Head is on a ball joint, arms can move up, down, in and out, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, the right hand has a wrist swivel, waist swivel, legs that can go forward, back, in and out, thigh cut, 90 knees, and foot articulation with an ankle tilt. This guy's design, along with his posability, really hammers home the anime style Armada is known for. That said, all the joints are really tight, and some are so tight they feel almost scary to move. Even so, the plastic feels thick, and nothing on this piece feels fragile or like anything's going to break. His accessories, while mostly small pieces, are plentiful and really speak to his character. Comes with these two arm pieces molded out of red clear plastic. You can choose from either a single barrel or a triple barrel design. I myself prefer the triple barrel, however the other one does have a slight likeness to another certain Decepticon weapon. This little tuning fork thing, which I guess is supposed to represent the missiles from his original toy, doesn't really do much on its own, but it can be stored on his backpack, and more importantly, goes on his shoulder cannon that can either be held on his hand or pegged here on his shoulder, which in turn can fold neatly back here when not in use. I gotta say, while the figure alone looks good enough, I feel like the accessories are completely necessary to the look of it. The downside to that is, if you were ever unfortunate to lose any of them, the missing pieces would be really obvious and make the figure look really incomplete. Transformation is simple and very intuitive. Unfortunately, there is some parts forming, as the left arm piece and shoulder gun thing need to be removed in order to transform the figure. The arms and legs fold back under the car backpack, with the legs having a very unique shin fold that I don't think I've seen on another figure before. The vehicle mode is so very cool, with it looking exactly like his original version. The blues of the robot mode completely disappear, with the brilliant white colors taking over, with some nice red stripes painted throughout the piece. I especially like the generic Autobot Medic logo here on the side. The translucent pieces add a lot to the look of the vehicle, as the front windshield and door windows give it some depth and realism. What really does it for me is the red light bars and clear plastic centerpiece on the roof. It doesn't move or do anything. The original had a minicon gimmick here, but it's still a nice homage and it still looks really good here. I don't really know why, but I think my favorite part of this mode is the front hood and bumper. I really like the combination of colors here, with the black and blue hood with the huge Autobot logo that goes perfectly with the front bumper. The paint here is really detailed and perfectly picked out, with the silver bumper going great, the yellow and clear red plastic headlights. It really does a lot to elevate this mode and stops the mostly monotone color scheme from being at all boring. I don't know if this lone figure will change my mind on the Armada figures, but I'm glad I waited to jump in with this guy. Out of all the other recent releases, this one speaks the most to my personal preferences, and I think it will go very well with the other figures on my shelf. All in all, there are so many different lines to choose from when it comes to Transformers, so I don't think I will truly notice if I never get another Armada figure. That being said, I have no regrets picking this guy up. The high quality and diverse play gimmicks this has makes it a great desk toy and a nice piece to just have around, even if it's the only one I currently own. Bottom line, while this guy doesn't give me any nostalgic feelings, this is still a great toy and still looks good enough to display in a collection, and is easy and fun enough to be given to a child and properly played with. Well, that was my look at Transformers Age of the Primes Red Alert. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all soon.
Laters!
Check out my Patreon for early access to my videos and shoutouts on future videos. Join up and let's talk toys.